Welcome back to PM Express. My name is Stephen NT, and tonight I have the youth representatives of the various political parties joining us. Right now in the studio I have Kadir Abdul Rauf, acting CPP youth organizer. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And then later on we're expected to be joined by Abu Ramadan, the PNC youth organizer, and Divine Nkrumah, the PPP national youth coordinator. So, Mr. Rauf, let me ask you, the CPP has not been in power for a very long time. Do they have a viable youth policy?
Thank you. Before I say a word or two, I think it is important for me to say a very good evening to our listeners out there. I think your question is a good question, and I'll respond to it very simply. The CPP has a very effective and most comprehensive youth policy. And then, if you wouldn't mind, and then I can just give a reference where you can find our youth policy. It is captured in the 7-year development plan. And when you go through that...
Which 7-year development plan?
The 7-year development plan of...
talking about?
The only 7-year development plan that we have ever had as a people.
That was instituted under Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes.
That's a very old development plan. Is it still viable?
Well, you can argue that the document is old, but the ideas enshrined in the document certainly cannot be described.
The document is old. The ideas could be old as well, because ideas are dynamic in trends. I mean,
I like your statement could be old, but in this case it is not. I think that the ideas are as fresh as they were yesterday.
Give me one fresh idea, which was putting that 7-year development plan by Kwame Nkrumah.
Well, as part of the 7-year development plan, the nation was supposed to have what we call workers or farmers brigade. And today we find ourselves in a country where majority of our people are unemployed, especially the youth. So now let me point to the viability of the workers brigade, or the the state farms, or better still, let me just put it, the workers brigade. I am of the considered opinion that if today we had a policy like the workers brigade, certainly majority of our people who are claiming to be unemployed today, certainly will find themselves jobs.
How?
Jobs that will earn them income.
How?
Because the state will take the step in trying to find them places to put themselves. For example, don't forget that we live in a country where more than 50% of our people are farmers. In short, Ghana is an agrarian society. So being an agrarian society, we do not have any reason to claim that there is unemployment in the country. And then of the CPP, we are almost of the view that if, say, the workers brigade is given the kind of attention it deserves in our present day world, certainly it will have a majority of our people who are suffering from unemployment in the country. So this is just one of the ideas actually enshrined in the 7-year development plan, that not until we seek its implementation.
So let me get this clear from you. Your party, the CPP, is willing or is promising that it will bring back the 1967 7-year-old development plan first put in place by Kwame Nkrumah to meet the demands of the 20th century, 2012, 2013. Is that it?
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying. And I think that let me use this opportunity and make a very quick correction. The perception is out there, and this is very dominant among Ghanaians, that the fact that Kwame Nkrumah is dead, any vision that Kwame Nkrumah conceived is also dead. Certainly this is a big fallacy and cannot be true. For example, today we are all aware that China has been able to reach the heights of which she has reached simply because they were able to actually come out with a 5-year development policy, much of which was copied from the Kwame Nkrumah 7-year development policy. Today look at the position of China. So I tell you most truly and most solemnly that not until policymakers in this country, not until those in power or government in this country seek to actually implement various portions of the 7-year development plan, I think that our demand for employment in the country shall remain too much of a hot gas.
Mr. Rauf, I'll let you hold your file. You can join us on the show by text 1760 and send your post and comments on our Facebook call. We'll be right back.